Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is me going with Q4 of the bi-weekly contest 95, maximize the minimum powered city. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this problem. So this problem is kind of tricky. And I actually got it, a little bit of spoiler alert, but I actually got it in about 13 minutes or so. But I end up spending about another half an hour debugging it. So it's kind of a tricky problem, and I'll kind of complain about it in a second, because maybe you could kind of get the spoiler in that it doesn't show up here in the languages. But I had to switch to C++ to do it, and then I kind of solved it in Python. So I'm gonna go over it in Python, but we'll go over it. But the idea here is that we're trying to maximize possible the minimum power of a city. So then the idea is just try to figure out, okay, different ways that we can think about it. And the way that I thought about it is that we can binary search on the answer, because we can just say, okay, is there a way such that we can, if we say the power of the minimum power of a city is 5, is there a way to force that to happen, right? And then the way to kind of, and then we just try to see if there's a greedy way to force it to happen. And I'm just bringing up the drawing pad, and that's basically the way that I would think about it. And for example, if you have the input of 1, 2, 4, 5, 0, right? That's the input. Then the idea here is that, okay, well, 1 is going to be powered by, let me just write it a different way. 1 is going to be 3 because it is these two. 2 is going to be 7 because it has these two, and so forth, right? And that's 9, 11, okay, and then that's 9, right? Something like that. And then the question is then now, what's the, and this one is 5, right? And then the answer is, how do we make this minimum, right? So here we pre-calculate all these things, and then we go, okay, what happens if we want to make it so that the minimum is a 5? Well, that means that we have to add 2 to this answer, right? What the, let me use another color. But also, what happened there? Maybe my elbow is touching something or something. But yeah, let's say here, I thought I changed the colors. Okay, so here we have to go from 3 to 5. Oh, that's why I did by accident. Right, so then now we want to add this to a 5. Well, to change this to a 5, I have to add 2, right? And then this is where the greedy part is fun, right? Because instead of adding it straight here, and we certainly can, to get the most impact, if we're going in a sweep line function going from left to right, well, what does it mean to go from left to right? Going from left to right means that previously we assumed that all the numbers that, or all the cities that we've done before is already good, right? So we don't have to care about the cities to the left, because by definition of this progression of going from left to right and greedy, we've already finished them. So that means that here we can greedily just go as far as we can to the right? That still impacts this. So in this case, this 3 will go to 5 by adding 2 here, right? Because this adding 2 here will now make this a 5, but also in theory will go as far as possible, right? So that's basically the idea. And in this case, the range is 1, so it's not as interesting. But maybe let's say the range is a little bit longer. If the range is here, then we now add the number. If the range is 2, we might add the number to here instead, because this still gets it to a 5. That's basically the idea here. And there is one more nuance about it, is that, well, now you have to figure out when to bookkeep and keep track of the things, so that when it rolls off, it rolls off. So yeah, so that's basically the idea, and we'll go over it in the rest in code, but that's pretty much the core idea. Okay, so first, as we said, we do a binary search. This is very straightforward, standard binary search. Though if you watch the live portion of this video, I actually have a typo in a couple of these things. So today is just you know, you're gonna have off days, and today was definitely an off day. But yeah. And then this is say the target of the minimum, right? So for the minimum, we have the current so how we implement this is by using a sliding window. So basically we're saying that if we needed to add something, we add it to basically a window from, so if we're at I, we're going to add it to a window from, we want to add the power plants to I plus R so that I can be impacted. And now the I plus R, adding a power plant there impacts from I to I plus R, right? So that's where you get this thing here, which we'll talk about it when we get there. But so the current represents the current sum of overlaps of power fields, right? Because now you can imagine you adding 2 segments or 3 segments or whatever, and they all sum up to some number, right? So this is the current. And this added is just the number of power stations that we added, whatever, yeah. In total, and basically this is the number that we want to see how many added, and to keep track of it being under K. And then after that we have a deck to, that's my way of keeping track of the sliding window. So yeah. So then this is for every power or every city, I suppose. Here, this is part of the sliding window that pops off, which is that, okay, so now if we're out of range, we remove it from the current power field. Otherwise, we do this thing just to keep track of, well, I mean, so, oh yeah, I think I skipped over one part, which is that, sorry friends, let's go back a little bit, and this is the prefix sum. So if you remember from the diagram, we just want to calculate the sum between, for a city I, we want to calculate the sum between I minus R and I plus R, right? And if you're gonna do a for loop with K, it's gonna be too slow, right? It's gonna be n times K, and that's, you know, you look at the constraints, and it's gonna end up being n squared in the worst case. So with the prefix sum, you can calculate that in O of 1, and that's what I do here. I'm not gonna go over prefix sum in this video just because I'm a little bit tilted in general, but also I've gone over in other videos, so definitely work on your prefix sum if that's the part that trips you up. But yeah, and basically this is just saying, so this is the prefix sum of the original things, and then current is the number of power stations that are added within range of this current station. So then this is the number, that's the power of the current city, and if the power is less than target, then we need to add it to the range. And as we said, we add power to I plus R, which powers from I to I plus R, right? We keep track of the number of stations added, and then we add the power as well, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Oops. So what is the complexity here, right? Well, you know, this is going to be O of log R, which iterations, where R is equal to 10 to 20 in my case, though. You can make a slightly tighter bound, but that's fine. And this thing, you can look through it, and it's going to be linear time, linear space, right? So this is linear time and space. And so total, it's going to be O of n log R, total time, O of n space, right? Cool. So that's pretty good. Let me show you the top of the code and then the bottom of the code. So why did this time out, even though it's O of n log R? The short answer is because Leetcode is kind of crappy at doing Python. Yeah, really not much to say about this other than that. So I tried to do like 2 things to kind of, for time limit exceeded. So this original code did not have this line, and it time limit exceeded. So I end up putting, the first thing I did was I changed it to 15 so that I shaved a few seconds, but it still wasn't good enough. And then actually, to be honest, what I end up doing was that I rewrote it in C++ to get it right. That took 11 minutes to rewrite, and you know, I'm really rusty in C++ as well. It's part of the live video. You could check it out. And this got me accepted. And then I went back afterwards to do it in Python, and I added this to get it accepted. So there may be, you may ask yourself, or you may ask Larry, which is me, or who is me? Whom is me? You know, why didn't I just do this, right? And then YOLO test it. The answer is because Leetcode still does time limit exceeded by the sum of execution times. So what happens here is that there's no way for me to know how long things take, right? This is a case that only comes up in certain cases. I mean, yeah, maybe it shaves a couple of seconds, but there's no way for me to know whether the shaved seconds goes from, I don't know, 30 seconds to 25 seconds, right? Or even more, right? From 40 seconds to 20 seconds, you know, I shaved the time in half, but it's still time limited. But there's no way for me to know, even though I know that for one test case, it'll be fast enough. For any one test case, this code is going to be fast enough, but I don't know how many test cases they have. It could, this line could have shaved me from 40 seconds to 20 seconds, but it'll still be time limit exceeded. Where if it goes from 10 seconds to 5 seconds, then it will be accepted, right? Or 12 seconds to 6 seconds, if you will. I don't know, whatever bounds you want to say. So it's a lot of just like mind reading and guessing, and Leetcode does nothing to allow me to do this debugging. There's just no way to debug, and they don't even give you the test case because there's a hidden test case. But it wouldn't have mattered because this, you know, you look at the math, you look at the calculations, and you know, I don't do anything that crazy. Maybe the only crazy thing is using a deck instead of an array or something like that. So maybe I could have used an array, and maybe that would have been a little bit faster. But even then, like I said, there's really no way to know that whether on Leetcode, on Python, if you shave 3 seconds or if you shave 20% off the worst case, is that fast enough? No way to know, right? It is what it is. So that's my tiltedness of, you know, so these two are in Python. I wanted to see whether my first code and the second submission would have been there. The other thing that I did, though these two wrong answers are my fault though, because I think I got a little bit tilted from an earlier problem and I didn't check my code. I could have probably spent a little bit more time just debugging this. Well, not debugging, but just like verifying that's correct. The short answer was that I had an off by 1. I think I had this initially because I thought maybe I didn't need it. And then I had to like change this from a U code to an I in another place. But this is the correct code, but I ate 2 wrong answers there. Those I really deserve though, to be clear. I don't blame, you know. Part of the reason why I'm kind of annoyed is because I actually really like this problem. I think this is kind of an I mean, if you have a lot of, I know people on my Discord are complaining a little bit, but if you have a lot of practice binary search, maybe you'll find it like, you know, more of the same. But actually, I really like this problem. I really dig that you have to incorporate binary search and sliding window into the same problem. But I just don't like that, you know, I mean, that's why it annoys me more than usual, is because I actually do like this problem, and it's tainted by the fact that Leetcode doesn't, you know, care about Python enough, or at least, like, you know, I mean, they always claim that they tested for Python, and I'm sure there's a good Python solution that, you know, is good, but I feel like in a lot of these running time cases, the worst C++ solution is better, has a higher chance of accepting than the average Python solution, where you need like, and this happens in other problems on Leetcode in the past, on the contest, where in Python you just need to make 1 or 2 more optimizations, and those 1 or 2 more optimizations, just, you know, it's tough. Sometimes you don't know, and both because you need those optimizations, and both because you don't know if those optimizations are good enough, right? Like, maybe if you know that they're good enough, then it's, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't want to complain too much more. I mean, I already complained enough. So that's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. And you could watch me solve a live in contest next. You could fast forward a little bit, but, you know, you could, I don't know. It's actually, the video is not actually that long. It's just that I implemented it twice. So anyway, Yeah, you could watch itself. You could watch me solve it live in the contest now. Really study today. How am I doing? I'm so far behind because I missed part 3 or part 2. 894, and a lot of people got Q3 pretty quickly, so that is going to be a yikes. Okay. Let's figure out this one. You go. I've City. Okay. K more and have the same range as the pre-existing. Maximum possible minimum power of a city. What does that mean? Cities J. Just that. Okay, I mean that makes sense, but oh, the power of a city is the total power station it is being provided from. And these not different cities. Oh, I have city, right? Maximum possible minimum power of a city. Okay. So then city 0 is, this is going to be binary search probably, but maybe tricky to do it. It can be proven, but we're not going to prove it to you. Okay, so 1 plus, oh. Both power stations. Okay. So then now it is 5. Okay. Is it just not binary search? Why are people struggling with this one? I may be wrong on that one though. Oh, okay, fine. Let's just do it that way. 10 to the 9 times 10 to the 5th. I mean, we made that mistake a few times. I've been really not good at stuff. If this is good, then mid is equal to left, and then else. Oh, what are you doing? Left is equal to mid, and then right is equal to mid minus 1. I guess we can always have an answer because the answer is just 0. Okay. Right. And then now we have to figure out how to do the rest of it, which is the hard part. Is this a sec tree? I don't want to do a sec tree. But basically, okay, let's do the default processing first. Range is equal to 1, so this is just equal to basically, if this needs the power, you want to add it on the farthest one. But then how do we change the answer? No, it's just 9 windows, right? Okay. I mean, I don't think this is that bad. It's not easy, but it's not bad. Okay, so then prefix sum first. And then, so now, okay, I mean, yeah, it's not easy, but it should be okay. I could do it. How is this? 5:15. This is pretty not great. Should have gone down earlier too, but okay. Okay. So sliding windows with this should be okay. So okay. So for I in range of n, Okay, so then now current okay, current is whatever. Yeah, I have to rename things. Okay, whatever. Now is equal to prefix of I minus R and I plus R, I think. And of course, this could be 0, but that's fine. Whatever. You get it. Something like that. Okay. I think this is right, but maybe it's off by 1. I think it's off by 1 actually, but because this is this plus 1. No, this is this minus 1, I think, maybe. Okay. Unknown error. Is this not going to, contest not going to count? Oh no. Is it my internet? Is it my internet? I don't know. Okay, there we go, but that's way sad. Okay. Because this is negative, that's why maybe? So what we want is this. Okay, so 0 is going to be 1, which is not good. It should be, this is this plus 1 then, because I forgot that we offset it by 1. Okay, so this is 3, this is 7, this is 11, this is 9, and this is 5. Oh, this is 4. Okay, that's good. Alright, just wanted to make sure before I, because this is going to be more annoying to debug later if I don't do it now. So, okay. If now is then target, then what do we do, right? Okay, so what we want is delta is equal to target minus now. Oh, and this is this plus current. Okay. Then we want it added on I plus R. If we add on I plus R, then it expires at I plus R, and then delta, right? Yeah, and then at the very end, okay, and then at the very beginning anyway, while length of Q is greater than 0 and Q of 0 is less than I, maybe even equal to actually, but Q dot pop left, and then current minus T because it expires, and then at the very end we just return whether we added in is less than equal to K. Okay. That's mostly right. Maybe. So this is good. We get bigger, right? Maximum, minimum power. Did I mess this up? Why is this giving me? Because basically we have 50,000 targets. So we'll go, okay, and then. It's because. What? Huh? What is going on here? Do I have some shadowing that I didn't know? Is this running the right code? Oh wow, how did I mess up binary search? I am so silly. I mean, it may be wrong or slow, but at least it should be okay. Why is it that slow though? I can't tell if this is just slow because people are cheating on my server a little bit. Okay, so 4-1 is stuck at 4 and then 1. Oh, I'm really bad today. I don't even know how to binary search. Okay, so this is 4. I think this is the wrong answer actually, but let's see if I'm just off by 1. 4-4, this is definitely not great. Let's see. This could have been just -1. Alright, well, so many prints. So 4, we added 1 number. 5, we added 4 things. Is that true? So 5, let's see. So 5, we needed 4. Why? Is it something like this? No, thought I was maybe off by 1, that's why, but 5 is still off. We needed 4 things. Why does it think we need 4 things? Okay, so oh, I am dumb. I forget to add it, but then I forget to add it to delta. Okay, that's why. This would be slicker if it actually ran fast enough. Okay, so then now I think we're maybe good. Silly typos. Let's YOLO submit. Wish me luck. If it's too slow, I'll be very sad. Could be off by 1 actually. I should double check the off by 1s. That's what I was saying. I should have. Well, this one actually maybe not. Expected 7. Why is that? So I think 7 adds 2. Why? Because 4 we added on. I knew I have an off by 1. So we're adding it at 1, right? Why? So the prefix sum is 6, so then it's just 1, right? And then current is 0? I thought we just added this. Oh, I guess there is an off by 1 then. Like I said, off by 1 I should have been way more careful, and it may still be wrong, but 547, okay. I should have double checked that one actually. Okay, fine. Oh, oh, did I output stuff as well? Did I remove this? Okay, so I would have get. I am just really bad today at focusing. Don't know what is wrong, but I am sad. Okay, so it's 42, and I get. No, it's 52, but I get 42. Why? Tell me why. Oh, 42. Okay, what does 52 happen? 52, we add 42 things, but what are we given? We're given 23 things. I think I'm just off by 1, but I'm really bad at stuff. Okay, so we add 19. This is good. This is good. This is good. This is so good. Did I mess up this off by 1? Huh. Like if I had done this, is that good? No, it's still 42. Okay, this is now 23. But is it now giving me the right answer for the other ones? Okay, it is. There's a lot of silly mistakes today. Oh, it's gonna be wrong, isn't it? I have another off by 1. Today's not a good day for coding for Larry. Time limit exceeded. That actually I did not expect. Because this is just I mean it's a Python thing I think, but still this is going to be a disaster. I mean, the sad part is knowing it, right? But I don't know how many test cases I have left. It's just time limited. Unless no, I mean, this is just loops. I mean, I made it like a couple of loops faster, but I'm gonna submit again. But I don't know. I mean, I changed this thing, but I don't know if this is gonna be good enough, to be honest. I might just need to do it in C++ or something. What a disaster of a contest. I mean, this is not even that difficult, but it is what it is. Python things in Leetcode is sad. I haven't done enough C++ in a long time, unfortunately. How do I write an auto function for? I don't remember. I'm a little off shape for this one. What do I do with code forces? Okay, fine. Okay. So we want something like that, right? But this, I mean, yeah, this is just binary search. I mean, maybe the queue is a little bit excessive, but and this should always whatever. So. How do I do a pop left and vector? I forget. Pop front, is it? It's not a vector that I want. What I want is deck. Okay, fine. Let me just run it real quick. Okay, so it does compile. That's good. Just want to make sure. Because if this is not syntax, it doesn't compile, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I plus R and -1 plus 1 minus prefix of 0 plus current. Right. Okay, and then we return. I guess we could have terminated early actually, but as well. Maybe I should have tried that for. I mean, I tried it like a few things, so it's kind of weird. Like you could, but like that's a very maybe minor optimization. I don't know. What is 1025? Whatever. I will do that here because it's for free. But oh, I already, it's a free submit because I already have it. So okay, one time over what? Don't they tell me the actual line though? Addition of unsigned integers folded. I thought I did pretty careful here. Where's R? R can be, and what? Does it not tell you where? I mean, I guess it's good that it tells you at all, but there's only one. I guess there's two. I'm just not thinking about it. So I guess that's actually a good error, but it's just I wish they told me this as well. Oh man, wow, I'm really sloppy today, huh? Really? I ran out of ints left. This is definitely not an int. I guess I'm just doing that then now, right? I don't know what I'm doing anymore, so I'm just doing int on everything. Yeah, oh man, come on! I don't have anything int left except for the input. I think. Alright, maybe this means something else. I have to Google this. Oh, it's an overflow on the arrays, not the int. Oh man, I don't, like I said, I don't even know how to do this anymore. So into here? I think so. On this one. Oh, this is not max, this should be min. And this should be max. I am a silly boy. Time limit exceeded, really? Oh, well, now it's on something else. It's not on the time limit. But let's just try this case then. Yeah, this thing on my screen is just annoying me. What am I doing wrong then? Why is the time limit exceeded? This pop font? Alright, let's try this for a second. Also realize that this is now long, but I think it doesn't really matter per se. Where are you coming from? The time limit exceeded. I hate today. Like, I know how to do all of this, so it's not even like, I think that's the frustrating part. Does it print anything at all? Is it this loop? There really is nothing. Okay. I guess I should print a bit. Oh, wow. What a typo as well. Let's actually... Okay, this is the wrong answer somehow now, but... Oh, because I forgot to. Well, I thought this may be something, but... Let's see. Okay, I believe that's the right answer, so let's give it a submit. This is so silly though. I mean, because that wasn't even like a... Like, I knew how to do it, just... like, this... Two of the penalties were legit in that it was off by once, which I should have been careful about. But I also had two of them, and then... like, this took me 11 minutes to write. Plus two wrong answers, so... I wonder if I could have done it in Python, but... for example, if I had just done if added is greater than q, return false, would that be fast enough? Would that have saved me 11 minutes? That would have saved me a lot of time because I forget that k can only add up to whatever, so if that's the difference, that's kind of a silly one. I don't know what to say about that though. Like it doesn't like it doesn't add like additional complexity. It's just like shaving a couple of seconds off the total time. So this is just stupid. I mean, yet again, you know, Leetcode Python things. And I have 10 minutes, and I'm not even going to be. This is not going to be great for rating wise. I mean, it is fine, but I'm also sad about this one. I imagine honestly just didn't have a good day, I guess, because Q3 I knew what to do, but then I just kind of, I don't know, was sloppy about it or whatever you want to say. It wasn't even sloppy about it, just kind of, you know, just one of those days where you missed a little bit of, you know, whatever. But good job, Andrew. Any Discord folks? I'm tired. I was tired before this contest, and this contest made me even more tired. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Good job, Remix. Top 100. I mean, I don't know if this. I think I saw China up here, right? But I don't know how this works with the China server, because otherwise I expect to see a lot more China server people, unless there's something going on. So I don't know. But good job, Remix. Yeah, I'm kind of salty about this one, even. I mean, the 2 wrong answers is me, but then I have to add 11 minutes. So that means that I would have finished at 35 minus 10-minute penalty. So only 3 penalties. So 35 plus 15 is 50. That would still be like, not great, but oh wow, I think it just updated. That's why. Okay, still not great, but you know, better than where I am now. So what am I? 71 minutes. Yeah, all the way at the bottom, pretty much. I don't know if I should have YOLO'd this one, right? Like adding this, yeah, I mean, I knew that it was an obvious optimization, but I didn't know, like, how would you know that that's going to be enough, right? Like, can you prove that it's going to be enough to submit it again? I don't know. And maybe I could have done better on the Q stuff. Just constant wise, but like I think everything else is pretty optimal, or I don't know about optimal, but tight. You know, like maybe I could have done that. I don't know if that's fast enough. I mean, this may be fast enough only because we have this, but I don't even know for sure, right? That's the thing, because it adds some, like, I don't know, it adds like 5 loops per thing, but in the worst case. So yeah, it shouldn't make that much of a difference. But like, you can't really. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about this problem, this contest, everything in between. Yeah, stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.